And here we are live. Welcome everybody to BioBridge. And you'll notice I'm excited but restraining myself a little bit. I am at a hospital and I'm in the lobby area. There's other people, not many,
Not
but
hospital, hostel. It's translating. Yeah.
hospital. Did I say?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am in Osaka. Last week was in Montreal. Today, Osaka. I flew in Sunday afternoon from Montreal. Arrived here Monday afternoon, and then took the next flight from Tokyo to Osaka, and I got in around midnight in my hotel here. So long trip that just started about 6 weeks.
6 weeks are gonna be there.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
imagine September 14th departure, and I'll be back on October 24th.
All right. So we're gonna go over that itinerary today. And your goals basically, like, why are you on this trip? What do you hope to accomplish?
Yeah.
And I guess, why are you in a hostel? No, but
Hostel.
it's, yeah, and on top of that, this shows your dedication. You're still on this weekly podcast. So
Yes, I
amazing. Yes. So we'll talk about all that. And then, I'm going to also ask you about what you're experiencing live right now, like with your trip from Montreal to Japan, like the things you're seeing, like the first thing you notice, for example. Those are the kind of things we're going to talk about today, then.
absolutely, absolutely. Well, let's dive in then. So,
Of
like I
course.
said, September 14th departure, right away. Change in Tokyo and all the way to Osaka. The first few days here, I'll be at several events. There's some partnering events and startup. What's it called? Startup Global or Startup Tech. Some med tech. Um, One event I think is sort of general, but have a lot of life science. But it's new for me. But I'm here. I decided I'm going to come to Japan for the Bio Japan, which is like one of the biggest, if not the biggest, bio series of events here in Asia. And I thought I'd do a few events before and after. So I just got ChatGPT to search for some events, and here I am. I sort of built up a 5 week plan, and I at the end I got another offer to go to Europe, but I'll get to that in a minute. So
All
here
right.
I am in Osaka for 5 days, and going to three events. There's basically three events I'm going to, and then that's what's today. Today is Tuesday. You're still on Monday, but here it's
Yes.
Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. So 4 days, but three events. And then Friday after early afternoon, I'm going to take the bullet train,
Nice.
and going to Tokyo and go right to what is called JPLA, so Japan Pharmaceutical Licensing Association. Essentially, business development people from all the big pharmas and companies. And it's the first time I'm going, but this trip this time is about business development. It's about connecting a few clients from the U.S. to Japanese VCs, Japanese pharmas. So so that's one of the events that I'm expecting quite a lot of networking.
Nice. So you're not representing yourself. You're representing your clients
Representing
right now?
myself also.
Also, okay.
Yeah,
Is
I mean,
that in Osaka, both Osaka and Tokyo, or?
well, so 4 days in Osaka,
Yeah.
up to Friday early afternoon. The
Yeah.
last second of meeting I'm seeing at Friday is with Professor Yamanaka, IPS Nobel Prize.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I'll watch that and then run to the train station and go to Tokyo for the JPLA,
Yes.
and then sort of take a deep breath over the weekend. Well, actually, here I'm arriving Friday night. Saturday, I'm taking the flight in the evening to
Yeah.
Taiwan, and then
Wow.
family a little bit in Taiwan, visit some friends, and then the 24th I'll be back to Tokyo.
Tokyo. Okay.
You know, a few days meeting people,
Yeah.
meeting my clients,
Yeah.
my Japanese clients, and then when's the next event? The next event would be the 30th. I'll be at Shonan Eye Park. There's
Yeah.
like a big pitch fest. So lots of VCs, lots of startups. These are startups in Japan, Korea, and Taiwan.
Right. So is that like a APAC centric thing, or is it very global?
Yeah, this event per se is APAC specific. I think there's like 70 something companies that went through a few rounds of competition, and then like the last 16 or so that's remaining for the big event.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool. And you know, again, just trying to make friends, make new connections.
Yeah.
And after that, the next event is BioJapan. Well, before BioJapan, there's like a pre-BioJapan sort of a gathering. So these are local companies, CEOs, COOs, these startups. They sort of gathered together, not secretly, but it's not an open event. So we're gonna get into that with a few friends. So that's gonna be cool. And then October 8th to 10th will be BioJapan. So that's like the main event.
Yeah.
And that's over 3 days. You know, I don't know, 50 slots of meetings that I'll have to fill, and that's where I'll be representing my clients and also myself.
Yeah.
I get to meet as many people as I want during those days.
Is your schedule filled already?
No, not yet. Not close.
Okay. So if anyone's listening, they should
That's right.
contact you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Last time I was at Bio was in Boston in June, and over 3 days I had like 40 meetings.
Wow. That's why I could never find you. I'm Boston.
40 meetings. It's like, thank God for AI note takers.
Right.
A note taker, and then it summarizes everything for me so that I could, produce reports for my clients.
Right.
Because I'm so bad at taking notes. So bad
I
at
think
taking.
everyone is. I think everyone is.
I can't listen and take notes at the same time.
Yeah.
So
speaking of AI scribe, I guess it reminds me of clinical medicine. I guess nowadays doctors are using AI scribes as well. So it's a godsend. Like main issue was really lack of eye contact and really always on the computer, doctors on the computer. But AI scribes to the rescue now for non-surgical and non-lucrative specialties that could previously they were the ones that could afford like human scribes. So now like everyone's using AI scribes as well. Yeah.
I mean, it's not only convenient, it's more comprehensive, more logical, and more accurate, for all intents and purposes.
Right? It organizes information as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now I can focus on the discussion.
Right.
That I'm not missing bits and pieces.
Right. Now you mentioned clients. Are you able to give us the categories of clients you're working with?
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But let me finish the events.
Right.
Yeah. After BioJapan, there's most nights there's some sort of a gathering. So after BioJapan, there's like dinners and stuff. So I'll skip those. But the 14th of October to 18th of October, I'll be at what is called Interfex in Seoul, in Korea.
Wow. So you're going to Korea too? Wow. Okay.
Going to Korea for that part. Yeah. So that's 18th. And then I fly back to Tokyo. 18th, I'll be at Narita Airport. Stay overnight there. And the 19th, I fly with my dad. My dad will fly in from Taiwan.
Wow.
And we fly together to Montreal.
Yeah.
I'll put him on the shuttle to my home in Vermont.
Yeah.
I'll stay at the airport for a few hours. Take the next flight out to to Copenhagen via Amsterdam.
Oh my God.
So that's like the second leg, sort of, so to speak. And
Yeah.
I'll be at this. It's called OCT. I don't know if you ever heard of outsourcing clinical trials.
Mm,
So that's kind of like a vendors gathering,
okay.
clinical CROs and preclinical CROs and clinical supplies, all sorts of vendors they gather there. So I got this invitation from a friend to to, to attend, but it was very expensive. It's like 2,200 euros just
Oh
to attend.
wow.
And if you want to be a speaker, it's like 20,000 euros. Whoa, I can't pay that.
Ooh, okay.
And then so I wrote to the organizer. They said, is there some way to find a way around it? And it just so happens that they're thinking about expansion globally, and so we sort of discussed, oh, maybe Japan. And one thing led to another. Is, well, look, come, we'll waive your participation, and
Oh nice.
so of course I have to pay for my travel expenses, but
Yeah,
at least
yeah.
be able to get something. So that's really cool.
How exciting. Okay.
Mhm.
You're
Indeed.
almost doing around the world, but you decided to go back and forth a little bit. But
Well,
you know,
I did,
kudos to you. It's because you have to. I think you're traveling with your father, so
yeah.
that's
Well, at
that's a
first I thought I'll go to
dedication too.
Denmark from Japan,
Yeah,
come back to Japan and pick up my dad, and
yeah.
but that was just the connections were just very very bad for that.
Oh,
So
it's harder to travel that way. Wow.
yeah, yeah. So I decided to just bring my dad home,
Yeah,
leave, and then go down. And that's like the shortest travel that I could do because I have 18th in Korea,
yeah,
so departure 19th. I arrived 20th in Denmark, and
yeah.
21st, 22nd is the event. So I have
Wow.
buffer before and after.
Yeah. Let me ask you a blunt question. Are you worried about the business development part in Japan? Because I think it might involve a lot of nighttime um,
Oh no, no,
socializing.
no, not at all, not at
Okay.
all. I'm
All right.
just widening the scope, widening, you know, what I can do.
Yeah.
Uh, and this one is not like startups and VCs,
Right.
like my normal crowd. But I did spend like 12 years at a CRO.
Right. Right. Right.
So I figured I'll go there and see what kind of alliances I can make. I do have, a few contracts with CROs
Hmm?
where, BD stuff where you bring clients and you get a cut, kind of that kind of thing.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
So, and accessing Japan apparently is something that's on the rise in Europe also.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so that's where I thought, oh, I'll go there and talk about, what do you need to to access Japan. You need to like talk about PMDA discussions before
Yeah.
you patients in your pivotal, that kind of thing, right?
That brings to mind actually, I do have like a future guest I would love to
Oh,
have on the have here because I think he
good.
specializes really Europe to Japan.
All right.
But I'll
All right.
have to ask him if I'm okay for mentioning his name on here to feature him.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'd
Well,
love
it's
to have him. Yeah,
everybody's welcome, even if you're watching, this show right now. If you can contact us and see if you want to come on and say a few words. Everybody's welcome here.
yeah, yeah.
But
Okay, well, so
so
that's your
that's
schedule. You
the
have
first.
a lot on your plate. You're
Yeah.
going almost all over the world. You have lots of events.
Yeah.
Now, just so we are respectful of your time, and you're gonna have a lot to do today too. I know. So I wanted to know really, like, what's the first thing you noticed? Well, first of all, how long has it been since you uh, came to Japan again, or
Yeah.
last visited
I
Japan?
come to Japan like very frequently, but
Yeah,
actually it was 1 year ago.
one
The
year
last
ago. Okay.
also like last time was about 3 weeks.
Okay.
And this time it's about 5 weeks,
Yeah.
and then almost 6, including that little bit to Denmark.
Yeah.
So it's
So
a
what's
long
the first thing you noticed this time?
uh, I notice prices are rising a little bit.
Really?
There is inflation actually going on in Japan, like
Wow.
noticeably. Like it's never been something that we've noticed before.
What
But
was it? Onigiri or Aquarius or Pocari Sweat or Oronaminshi?
yeah, I mean it's like cute level compared to the
Yeah.
U.S. and
Yeah.
elsewhere in the world. But yeah, it's healthy. I think healthy level.
Yeah.
Also, more diversity. Definitely, it's a trend that's been going on in Japan for a little while now, with more foreign workers, starting with places like convenience stores and all that. But this time, I'm seeing them, like really integrating into the
Yeah.
workforce. You see them at the airport, people directing the flights. The people that
Yeah.
parks your plane, kind of thing, or they're doing the luggage transfers.
They're really
They're,
getting into labor force.
yeah, and they're
Yeah.
speaking good Japanese. And
Yeah. Yeah. That's the one thing I noticed, I think, actually, language too. But
right.
I would say I think like it was like 5, 6 years ago, maybe definitely less than 10 years ago. It was like the
Mhm.
person who was making my tempura was a foreigner. And I was like, oh, okay, now like the change is coming. Like when
Yes.
apprentices, right, are foreigners. I'm sorry when I say foreigners, but non-Japanese, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
still, I grew up in the gaijin Nihonjin kind of like dichotomy, so it's
right.
still ingrained in me. But yeah, but it's amazing. Now you'll really see them see everyone integrated and
Mhm.
unfortunately, Japan needs that because of the aging population, labor shortage, et cetera, et
Right.
cetera. So it's
And
making the right move.
and like some of the guests that we've had, like Zane, there are all these foreign um, executives that are integrating into the Japanese companies, and it's sort of raising the bar, I think, for everybody, and that's
Yeah,
good. It's good, raising the quality of communications, English skills,
yeah,
uh, and these guys have raising the bar for Japanese skills.
right,
Uh, it's only positive.
right. And that's interesting. You said raising the bar, and that's true, right? Because now like the expectations for and now even like looking at Zane's profile and whatnot, like there are a lot of people that have to have like Japanese proficiency.
Yeah,
Whereas maybe like 20 years ago, it wasn't expected. It was like if you could do a little bit, it was like, okay, good. But now it's like you really have to know Japanese because there are a lot of foreigners, non-Japanese that do speak Japanese. So like it's not as easy anymore for you to, go in without knowing the language. So they've
correct,
raised the bar, yeah, in that way.
correct.
Yeah.
The expectations, raising the expectations.
Yeah. And it's a good thing,
Yeah.
the quality goes up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I as what we do, right, connecting Japan and the rest of the world, we need more people like that.
Yeah.
Uh, and
Definitely.
that's and this time I'm here. I've got 4 companies so far that's helping me sort of cover the expenses, so to speak. Right, I've already decided to go to all these events,
Yeah.
but I sort of came up with a model where I could represent a few companies. These are all good brands. I know their asset well,
Yeah.
and I sort of wrote a proposal to each of them, saying, I'll talk to these type of people,
Yeah.
uh, and and sort of feature your asset, just the specific points A, B,
Yeah.
C, D, and yeah, a few of them they came on board, thought it was a good idea,
Nice.
and so maybe this is my pilot. We'll see if it really
Yeah.
works. I come back with really good information for these
Yeah.
guys. If not connecting to good companies, then it could be a model that could work, right?
Now, are
Because
they looking for funding? Are they looking for licensors? What's the
it's
goal?
usually so I've got 3 companies that are looking for funding or partners licensing.
Wow.
And
Okay.
we're actually looking for in licensing. We're actually two companies that's looking for in licensing, but I say two, but one of them is not part of this
Yeah.
program that I'm making. This is just a lot more of a long term.
Yeah.
And then I have one company that's like accelerator, incubator type company, but that's I haven't confirmed with them yet. But that's
Right.
just discussing. If that works out, it's 5 very different types of companies.
Yeah. Ah, exciting.
Mhm.
And then Bio Japan, 3-day event. You said
Yeah,
very. Is it the biggest in Asia? Do you think it's
it is. I
probably
think
next to Europe, right? Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's bigger or smaller than the one in Europe. It's definitely smaller than Bio in
Oh, definitely.
international.
Right.
In last time it was in Boston. Next time it's
Yeah.
going to be in San Diego.
Yeah. And I wanted to say it's in my hometown of Yokohama.
That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah. In Pacifico, right? Yeah. I spent a lot of time there in my youth, so
Oh yeah,
it's
it's been
quite
at the
exciting.
forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we'll be like having dinner at Sakuragicho and
Nice. That was my station. Yeah. The end of the line of Toyoko-sen before it.
that's
Well,
right.
it's still the end of the line. I mean, they've kind of extended it a teeny bit. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
were you there in 2011? Was it when they created the Fukuto Shinsen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 2011 or so. So
Yeah.
that's sort of, they really connected all the way from Wako
Yeah.
all the way to Yokohama.
Yeah. Yeah. And
That
yeah, it's pretty. So now it ends. I think Sakuragicho is not a big station anymore for Tokyo anymore. But like
no, no.
yeah. But it's expanded, so it's pretty cool. It's become more expensive.
But Japan as a whole has not seen inflation for like 4 decades until like the pandemic.
I know.
There's
Yeah.
been a little bit of inflation in the pandemic, and we still see it a little bit. Like I said, since a year ago, it's
Right.
a little bit more expensive, sort of noticeably. But it's still much cheaper than the U.S.
Yeah. And still no tips, and still they'll tell you the after-tax price
Yes,
listed. Yeah, it makes it so much easier. I'm telling you. You know what to expect.
it's the same. It's the same thing, but you feel less cheated.
Yeah, I know. I know. Like I was in Canada. It's like everything is like okay. It's like 20% markup basically at the end. It's like wait, I thought the thing was only $12. Why? How come I'm paying $15? Yeah.
$100 dinner is going to cost you like 130
Yeah.
because it's 15, for the taxes, and then another 15, 20 for tips.
Yeah.
So it's suddenly 130, 135,
Yeah.
and you've only eaten for like 100.
Right. In Japan, when it's 100, it's 100. So
That's right.
less sticker shock.
Yeah.
So today you're up to what's your you mentioned a couple of events in Osaka, but like what's on your plan today?
So I'm at this event called, which is the exact name. It's called Global Startup Tech. No, today is Tech Osaka Summit, and
Nice.
also another one called Global Startup Crossroads Osaka.
Okay, 2 today. Okay.
2, yeah. And there's also an event at the expo center. So
Right, which actually reminds me, it might be worthwhile talking about, everyone thinks Tokyo, right, in Japan, but like Osaka and Kansai has a good ecosystem. And yeah, exactly. So maybe you could mention a little bit about Kansai.
because pharma per se actually started in Osaka. Osaka in Japan was the biggest business center back in the day, and pharma per se started in Osaka with companies like
Tanabe and Shionogi and yeah.
there you go. Yeah, Shionori.
That's
These are
Stella's too. Yeah, I think.
he said, like old companies.
Yes.
Forever. Yeah. And all that started in Osaka. And so they really consider that as the Miyako, the first start of all these
Yeah.
companies.
Nice. Yeah. So it's not Tokyo, guys. Osaka is a big,
Yeah.
big.
Spots in between.
Yeah.
When you say Osaka, you have Kobe, and you also have Kyoto in
Yeah.
there. But you also have Nara, which is like between
Yeah.
Tokyo and Osaka. And something I'm pushing a lot recently is Fukuoka.
Yeah.
So like I mentioned, I was talking to some accelerator companies, incubators,
Yeah.
saying Fukuoka is a very, very good startup-friendly city. That's
Really? Okay.
nice. Yeah. So
There's a lot of manufacturing, right? If I'm not
lots of
mistaken.
so Kyushu has CDMOs and preclinical vendors.
Yeah.
So they want to make it into like the third hub of Japan.
Very cool.
And so you've got Kurume University, you've got Fukuoka University, you've got Kyushu University, you've got Nagasaki University. Right within that
Okay.
3-hour range.
Yeah. And how long does it take to get there? You think?
So it's not quite 2-hour flight from Tokyo. It's an hour flight from Osaka.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you have to fly there, I guess.
You can take the Shinkansen.
Yeah.
A bit longer, but
okay.
The Shinkansen from Tokyo to Osaka is like 2.5 hours, or 2 hours, two and a half hours.
Yeah.
Very, very close. And then from Osaka down to Fukuoka, I don't know how many hours, but maybe another 2.5, 3 hours, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you fly it, it's about 2 hours.
Right.
And it's not very expensive. That's the thing. They have all these LCCs, low cost carriers within Asia, and so travel is very simple. And Japan is like so densely packed that anywhere you live, you can get to anywhere else.
Yeah.
Very easily, efficiently. The transport system is always on time. So I do see Fukuoka coming up. And, they're like pouring money into it from the prefectural level. And all these universities, all these real estate companies, they're kind of like working together to create incubators, these lab spaces.
Yeah. Very cool.
On the rise, rather than go in when it's already expensive. That's what I'm telling you guys.
Not right now, the time. Yeah.
And the cost of living is still like 2/3, maybe even half of what it costs in Tokyo, Osaka.
Yeah.
So
probably prettier too. More nature.
Yeah. More nature indeed. I thought you were talking about girls, but the big stars come from Kyushu. Fukuyama, you've got Ayu, also from Fukuoka.
Oh, really? I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah. Lots of big stars from Fukuoka.
Okay.
So that's it.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep it short today. We promised. Still went longer than 20 minutes.
Yeah. Wow. People are interested. I did have a couple of people asking me, specifics. Well, what exactly are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm just trying new stuff. Like the in and of itself is completely new to me, anyways. Why not try new things? Nobody's got money, right? Like if you were to hire a BD on a retainer to do a trip like what I'm doing now, I mean, it's going to cost like $20,000 or something.
Oh, much more.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
So I said I'll split that over a few companies, and nowhere near 5,000 or anything like that. Just cover my costs a little bit, and it's for me. And at the same time, I could help a few companies, and why not? Right?
It's a good model. Okay. I have to think of that for myself. No, I'm just kidding. All right.
All right.
Well, where will you be next week when we talk?
So I'm going back to Tokyo on the 19th, but on the 20th I'm flying to Taiwan until midweek.
Okay.
Then September 24th to October 14th, I'm basically in Tokyo.
Okay. So next time you'll be in Taipei then, probably Taiwan.
Yep. Next week, right now, next week, I'm in Taipei.
Okay. So we'll talk.
Really?
Oh, okay. Very nice. We will talk from there. And then you could, yeah, one of your 5 languages. You get to finally.
That's right.
Nice. Very good. Cool. Safe travels. Hope it's productive today, but make sure you get some rest too in between. You have a very packed and busy schedule.
I always say, sleep is for after I go in the ground.
No.
Okay.
As a physician, I would say no.
It'll get me into the ground earlier, so
Yeah, exactly. Let's not do that. All right. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, Ibrahim.
Right.
Next week I'll have some updates.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. Thank you everyone for watching. If you're watching. Okay.